Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Guys, fight 51. Mike 51. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Chance, watch that. Blue team spill. To go.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set. 18 Gator. Right there. 56. I'm trying to collect.
On 1st down. Glenn. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Let's go. 60 or. Check 56. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
On second down, Glenn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Go. I got it. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm here all day. Get it. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check
He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
High 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You ready? 15. You draw quarter. Get that ball. Check it, go.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, orbit. Check safety. Check safety. Check 99. Check on. Go on.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 5. You got nothing. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check Mike. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Time to go, night.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the... Tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Lions.
Ready to break.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Ready? Mike 51. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Watch the edge. Look at me. Score. Swing. Man. Switch. Ready.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Bang it. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Ricky. Ricky. Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Mike 54. Mike 54. He can't hang.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And his kick is good.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 7, Bengals 6. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Yes. 6 right there. 56. Hey, tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's get it together, defense. 80 weapons. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Mike 27. I don't even know why this team. Hey, Foxtrot. Check Mike 20. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, check. Shift. Tighten up. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Glenn takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 27. I got him. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Even. Hey, Charlie. Pick the edge. Come. Hey, check Mike 27. I got you, boy. I got you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go.
They'll set up to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the set. Mike's 56. Not today, you are. Not today. Check.
On first down, Glenn. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Lions' 41-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. You got double up. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Not here. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 20.
Back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Bengals 13, Lions 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, Echo. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Push him back.
2nd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Complete to number 41. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Detroit.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He's out of bounds.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Take 4.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
1st down, Lions.
Hey, nice 7.
They'll look to throw here. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Kill. Showing it. Hey, team 6.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Under 10. 10. Recon, 152 fighter. 51 Mike. Hey, exit. Watch the curl. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, lock it. Look, squeeze. You're out. Joker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or. Nice, sweetheart. 61, matchbox, white. Slam. Go, Mike, 51, go.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete.
The 2nd down pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
The Lions, 1st down.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Check 26. Rock it. Hard. Leo. Deep river.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know
that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I know he ain't got it. Hatchet, hatchet. General West. 51. Hey, Haywood. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll run on first down. Swift and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, Sam on. Go. Look at me. Go. Check 2.
He'll look to throw.
Check 1-3.
And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Looking to throw. And he's got it.
Watch his threat.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
All day, just like that. Just like that. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. 25. He's clear. Fair. Hey, lock it. Look, squeeze. You're out. Hey, Charlie. Kill.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful when the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Swift. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it, because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to him on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey! Go! Motion! Mike 56! Mike 56! They can't handle it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Bravo! Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Got the ball. Fine.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions 13.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Rock it. Hard. He's coming. We got dump off. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Rocky.
He'll get this one to Galladay. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Lions.
Hey, you. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald.
The 1st down.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
The pass on 2nd down.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Three. Recon, 132 fighter. Switch gears. Hey, Mike's 50. Come. Leo. Hey, Sam off. Watch the whip. Check. Smooth. Hot. Check. Go.
Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Glenn. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, high 7. Mike 27. Mike 27. It's a party out. It's a party out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
X3, 218, chop it.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Yo, go. Mike 27. Let's go, defense.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Set, ready? 8, read. 27. Man, I got you. Hey, orbit. Mike 27. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
30 base. Switch. General West, 5.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they broken our tie here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and good by BLIK, and they will take a 7-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Detroit.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. I'm coming after you. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Record. Hey, wahoo. Nice.
They'll look to throw.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, box drop. Look at me, zipper. Rip left. Mike 51. Check. 51 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
On the ready. 51, Mike 51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check it back. Go on. Check 9. Look at me. Go on. Watch twist. Like, now.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be. You analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Cincinnati, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too will exit with a 2-1 record.